Alright guys, so here is the Mag 9 pulled out of the sump, and I want to show you exactly what I'm going to do before I cement everything. So this is the intake for the Mag 9 for the skimmer, and then this goes into flexi tubing into the top of the skimmer. So this is coming off. This guy here is going on. Sorry, wrong way. He's going to screw in like that. I have a piece of PVC piping here and get them on there like that. This is going to be very loosely put together. Obviously it's going to be a lot smaller once it's all pushed in properly. Then we have the T valve here. It's going to go on there like that. This will be the new intake area here. Then we will put this PVC piping here like that, and I'm not sure whether to go the straight or the 90 degree, but they will go, sorry, this guy will go on here like that, and then whichever one we decide to go with, we'll screw on there like that. So that's how it's going to look. Obviously it's going to be much more compact and smaller because the PVC pipe's going to be closed in, and you won't see this here or this there. So okay, so just so you guys can get an idea of what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and cement this all up now, and I'll be back and show you the final product. Okay guys, so here's the finished product. Now, just to review, this open portion here is going to be the intake from the sump. This part up here is the intake for the, I should say, the output. This is where the output hosing from the reactor is going to go, and this is going into the skimmer. So the skimmer is pulling from the bio-pellet reactor and from the sump. So for my first attempt at this, I'm actually going to set the skimmer up. I'm sorry, not the skimmer. I'm going to set this piece of equipment up like, let's see if I can do this, hold on. I'm going to have it like this. Just because I think that we're going to get more water coming in through here than being face downwards. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference or not, but you know what, I've only Tefloned this guy in, so I've got this adapter should I want to put it back up this way. So really not too much of a problem either way. So let's go ahead and get this connected up, and we'll switch on the MaxiJet and see what happens. Back in a minute. Alright guys, so here we are back with the reactor. As I'm sure you can see, there is nowhere near enough flow in there. When you can see the back image there, that might be enough for GFO, maybe a little too much, but definitely not enough for the bio-pellets. So I found another video where the guy modifies a phosphate reactor 150. What he does is he takes, at the bottom of this reactor there's another one of these red plates. He actually takes that out. So I'm going to make a modification of that. We're going to attempt it and see how it looks. So, and then I'll show you how that looks as well when I finish. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, here we are. Sorry about the camera view. So what I did is I followed a video by JBAEZA83, and it's titled How to Modify Phosban 150 for Bio-Pellets. So I'll post a link to that video as well for you guys to take a look at. But that is essentially what I did here, although it's just very slightly different in that my plastic piece that goes at the top here is about half the size of the one for the 150. Also, the red plates at the bottom of the tubing here were glued, so I actually had to just rip that off. You can see some of the glue there. But so let's go ahead and plug him in and see how it runs. So just to summarize, there's no screen, there's no red plate at the very bottom of the reactor, so it's just the tube and then the bio-pellets, and then we've got the screen at the top there just to stop the bio-pellets rising up when we get that initial push of air that goes through. So let's try that and see how it works. Alright guys, so I just turned it back on again. Sorry about that. I just turned the reactor back on again, and I gotta say, although the flow is improved, it is very noisy, and there's no way I am keeping that going. Also, as we can see, we've got quite a lot of bio-pellets here sticking together, floating around at the top. I'm sure that will resolve itself once this has been running for a little bit longer. But yeah, we're not going to leave it like this, definitely not. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put in that plate at the bottom. Well, not that plate, but the spare red plate that I have at the bottom here. We'll try putting that in. If that doesn't work, then unfortunately the only option really is a more powerful pump, which is really annoying because I sold the bulk reef supply reactor, GFO reactor, without the maxi jet, with the intention of using it for this reactor. So that is very, very frustrating. So we'll see what the red plate does at the bottom there, see if that does anything to calm the noise, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so here we are, back again. The red plate is out, is in, sorry, at the bottom here. As you can see, there's not much difference between when the screen and the red plate were in compared to just the red plate. It's also noisier too. So, I'm going to take it out again, put the screen back in, and the only option that we have really, unfortunately, is a new pump, I'm afraid. So we'll take a look at that. If anybody has any suggestions too, let me know. Or if anyone wants to sell one second hand and ship it to Hawaii, let me know. It just has to have a 1/2 inch output on it, and that's all really. So yeah, we'll see what we can find, but we'll be back and we will go over the connection here of the... Alright guys, so here we go. This is the final stage, and I just want to summarize for you. We have enough bio pellets in here to cover about 120 gallons. Unfortunately, the pump that we have, the Maxi Jet, oh gosh, I can't even remember what it is now, but I know I said it earlier, it's just not powerful enough, unfortunately. I'll say the Maxi Jet 120 or 1200, something along those lines. I apologize. But yeah, so this unfortunately is what we're getting off of that. Not enough for bio-pellets by any means, so definitely going to have to get a new pump for that. So as I said previously, if you have any suggestions, let me know. However, it is turned on, so I figured I might as well get a head start on it. The output is plumbed so that it runs along here on the inside, so we can't see it, and then it just drops down the side there and goes into the skimmer intake there. So that is it. That's not bad. At least one thing went right today. So that is all feeding directly into the skimmer, and I'm not sure we're going to see a big enough change in the skimmer that's being produced yet until we get a better pump in there. But believe me, as soon as I find one and we have it all and it's here and I've set it up, I will definitely show you guys what's going on. Next video we'll be covering the removal of the copper, which will start tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day, so we're going to start removing that, and we're going to start putting back in some of the chemical filtration as well back into the tank slowly. So we'll see you again for that update, but thank you for watching guys, and we'll be back soon.